everybody, it is Tim Davis. It is your marketing evangelist. It is Wednesday, November 5th, 2008, and you're watching another episode of Marketing Evangelist TV.
I know when to go out. I know when to stay in. Get things done.
I catch a paper boy, but things don't really change. I'm standing in the wind, but I never wave bye-bye. But I try.
Hey everybody, it's Tim. Got a motivational quote for you, and then we have a question from a salesperson out there for Marketing Evangelist TV, and we're going to answer it right here on today's show and try to get you some help out there and get you some motivation. But let's start off with a motivational quote. Norman Vincent Peale said this. He said, "Change your thoughts and you'll change your world." And guys, I got to tell you, I think the number one problem out there with this economic crisis has nothing to do with money and everything to do with the way you're thinking. We're being told how negative things are, how bad things are, how fearful we should be. I saw a poll last night where they said 50% of the people were really, really scared. I'm thinking, you know what? If we change the way we think, we'll change our future. We got to be positive thinkers out there. So I want to encourage you this week to take a look around and find out, what are you listening to? What are you reading that really motivates you and really encourages you? And what are you listening to and what are you reading that is really pulling you down and dragging you down? Get rid of that stuff and start feeding your mind with positive thoughts. I guarantee you, if you change your mind, you will change your world. I've always said that the decisions we make today determine the world we live in tomorrow. So I think that's a great quote to start off with. But, every Wednesday we like to answer questions from salespeople all across the country and try to help them out with their marketing so they can get more business and make more sales so that, we can make more money. I mean, that's what it's all about at the end of the day anyway. So let's go ahead and get started with today's question. Today's question comes from Tom down in Florida. And Tom says, "Hey, Tim, do you have any tips for helping me get more readers to my blog? I seem to be struggling in that area and I don't know what to do." And yeah, actually, I do have some tips for you on your blog and trying to get more traffic to it. Let me say it this way. Marketing's marketing. The rules of marketing never change. The only thing that changes is the medium in which we deliver it. Years and years and years ago, the medium for marketing may have been, marketing advertising through the newspaper because that was the most predominantly read instrument out there and you could get the widest audience, and today now that's a blog. So we just changed the delivery tool, not the fundamental concepts of sales and the fundamental concepts of marketing. So you got to remember that. Just because you got a new tool, don't change the fundamental concepts. So let me give you some tips about getting people to read your blog because I think it's really important. And I've been fairly successful with several blogs that I've created to build decent sized memberships of readers. So number one, I think you have to have relevant content that people want to listen to or read. I think it needs to be relevant to today's market. Recently, I wrote an article or a blog about Charlie Brown and Linus and the pumpkin patch and how that related to the world of sales, and that got a lot of readers. Number two, I think what's really important is you need to be connected to other blogs out there that are similar or that you really enjoy, and you need to work on building reciprocal links between each other's sites. So I'm going to give you a tip on how to do that. You have to be a friend first. I've always said it on the Marketing Coach Show. If you'll go make friends, you will make sales. It's just that easy. But sometimes we just convolute this whole process and we try to get ourselves making all these sales, and it just doesn't work that way. If you'll make friends first, you will make sales. It may not happen real quick, but it'll certainly come down the pike. But one of the great ways to build reciprocal links is be a friend to someone else first. If you find something on someone else's blog that you think is really great information, reference that on your blog site. Write a story about it. Provide links back to their article about how whatever it is that they're talking about. And then email that author or that contributor and say, "Hey, look, I really enjoyed what you were writing about, and so I featured that on my blog." And I guarantee you, if you'll do that simple thing right there, you will get reciprocal links back without even asking. The law of reciprocity starts to kick in and people want to help you out. It's really simple. You don't have to, do something that's really outrageous or crazy, but if you'll do that enough, more and more people will start giving you reciprocal links back to your blog site, and that will drive more traffic and more readers to it. And that's one of the best ways I know to get readership on your blog. It's all about exposure. If you're sitting there in sales, the more people who know you in your marketplace, the more chances you're going to have of success. Well, the same's true about blogs. The more people out there that know you, the better your chance of success. Well, how better to do that than go out there and make a bunch of friends on the internet? When you comment on other people's sites, don't say things like, "Oh, that was a great post," or "I really enjoyed that post," because that's just, a lot of people just look at that and think, "Oh, you're just trying to do that to get your comments up to drive traffic back to your site." If you're going to comment on somebody's post, make it a thoughtful comment. Say something of genuine value. I really enjoyed reading what you had to say. I've used that same technique, and here's what happened in my business. And give a little story. Validate the point. You may even be, it may be even okay to disagree with the point if you want to, but make an argument or a good case, but don't just say, "Hey, that was a great post, really enjoyed it," because that's lame, and people know that in the world of marketing. So the last thing I think you want to do with your blog is you really want to make it interesting. So I like to combine videos and text because 70% of the people are visual. So if you can give them something to see, they're going to enjoy it a lot more than just a bunch of written words. So I like to combine pictures and video and text and all of that into one to really give the page some interest and some really good look and good appeal. Make sure that your blog is not real cluttered. Make sure it's clean and easy to navigate and read. I think that's really important to people, and they enjoy that when it's that way. So those are some tips that I would give you to help you get readership on your blog, Tom. And keep blogging. You need to set aside some time each week to blog. And I'm going to give you one last tip that really has exploded a lot of people's readership of their blogs. If you're using email, which all of us are, put a link on your email that says, "Have you read my blog?" and the blog link. I've done that, and I get so many people that go and read my blog just from that one little technique there, because you're sending and receiving emails all day long. So just make that part of your signature. In fact, that's the number one technique I have for getting people to read your blog. It's so popular. I have a large subscription-based site that is using that now, and their video blog readership has skyrocketed like 500% since they implemented that in just a matter of 2 weeks. So that's one of my great tips on how to get people to read your blog more. Just put it in your email signature. Tom, I appreciate your question. If you have questions and you want to get them to me, email them to me at tim@coachtimdavis.com. That's tim@coachtimdavis.com. And we want to thank our sponsors of the Marketing Evangelist TV show, wealthbridgeconnect.com. You want to buzz over to wealthbridgeconnect.com and check those guys out. They've got a great e-learning platform with tons of techniques on how you can increase your business. So please check out our sponsors. We appreciate them sponsoring the show, and that's how we're able to bring it to you each and every week with absolutely no charge. So check out our sponsors, and don't forget what I've always said. If you'll go make a friend, you will make a sale. It's that simple, and it's my guarantee to you. We'll see you next Wednesday on the Marketing Evangelist TV Confessional Wednesdays. Have a great day.